Check, check, check. Hello there, Pastafarian. It's me, Schizophrenic H. We are here in the studio here. I'm here with Josephine. Hello, Josephine.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
We're going to be hopping into that Discord server and letting people have conversations with us, allowing people to talk to us about the illogical and unbelievable shit that they believe. We'll be doing it here in the chat. We're just sort of like starting up here, getting everything ready. And gonna wait until a little bit more. No, I'm ready. I'll hop in right now. We'll see how this conversation goes. Let me click into here. It's pretty small over here, so it's hard to see. There we go. That looks good. Check. Everything looks good over here. So now we'll just wait until these myth addicts hop in, and then we can talk to them. And we can talk to you if you would like. Ian Wood is here, and so maybe we'll be talking to Ian Wood in a minute. But
got Bones in the background.
We got Bones drinking the water of life that he so desperately needs at all times. And then hopefully he'll just go to bed, Bones. That would be great. Go to bed, Bones. Thank you. And until we get someone, I'm gonna mute my mic here so that I can burp freely. When someone comes in there, we'll engage with them in good faith debate, hopefully. I'm not positive that that's what we've been getting in this channel, but I sort of don't want to go searching for a new channel quite yet. I want to learn a couple more things out of this one. There's lots to learn about these new communities that take themselves so incredibly seriously. Last time I was on, you can go listen to that conversation. I was given a warning by a moderator for I was harassing somebody. In fact, the moderator that gave me the warning. So we've got to be very careful that we don't harass anybody today, because then we'll be kicked off of this server for all times and forever. Have I got any good dialogue on 16th Street? I feel really good about my latest conversation with John Shuck. I feel like we were able to ask and have a few questions answered. We were able to ask quite a lot of interesting questions, and I think he answered a few of them, more than he desired, I think, because I think one of his goals is to not answer any questions. Other than that, not really. The mall's been super quiet. I had a conversation with some Mormons way back in December, which was pretty good. Since then, the Mormons have melted down again with this whole they do not understand how racist they were and how misogynist they're being thing is still sort of going on, so that's fun. But mostly no, the mall's pretty chill at the moment. Lots of people are not at the mall. They are somewhere else. Tomorrow we're going to go down to the Secular Alliance here in Denver to go see Chris Shelton say some words. He's a fucking what's his deal? Scientology. He's a post-Scientologist. And he talks a lot about cult stuff on a critically thinking podcast that he does here on YouTube, so we're going to bump into that at the Secular Alliance. Hopefully that'll be a fun conversation. I don't know if they're posting it or anything. That would be fun. And then after that, it seems like on the 2 Saturdays after that. Is that 2 Saturdays after that? The 26th, we're going to go down to a library, and they have a like trans day at the library, and the Christians here in Denver very much hate that, and so we're gonna go try to be there to talk to them. So to answer your question, not too many amazing conversations specifically on the mall, but hopefully that will change. This month I've got some conversations lined up, and then again hopefully we'll be able to get out to Fort Collins sometime soon. There's a lot of presups that are make camp out there, so I'd love to get involved with a conversation with those presups again, because of how in bad faith that their conversation is. Travis Statham is here. Hello there, Travis.
Hey,
Ahoy there,
Travis.
good sir. It's good to see you again. I've been seeing you in a lot of these live streams that I've been popping into lately. See what other people are doing with live streams, stealing some of their ideas, as it were. It's really good to see you in there. It's nice. It's nice that this YouTube community is so active. You know, all over the place. It's nice to be part of this large group of talkers and thinkers. So it's always good to see you over there. And again, if you don't want to be a wrench in my chat here, do let me know. I just sort of did that because of you seem to know what you're doing. But if you're like, right, but I come here to not do it, it's so much work, I definitely get that. Though I don't think I need any moderation. I just sort of like, if you, yeah, no offense. So I'm in this channel here over in politics and religion. We've been sitting there. It takes about a half an hour before someone comes down and is interested in a conversation, and generally they all arrive in pretty bad faith. When I ask them why they came into the channel, they have very, very bad reasons for doing so. None of them are like, because I saw the name of you in there and wanted to have a conversation. They're all like coy about it, being like, I didn't even notice, I didn't even read your name before I came in. Very adulty kind of things. So yeah, hopefully someone will pop in. Pardon me. What are you smoking today, Joe? Let me grab it here.
Delicious lemony thing.
Something lemony. Oh my god, the print is so small. Oh shit. Free fall fruit. Maybe. I need fucking glasses. If you would like to buy me some glasses, I'll just get some Walmart +1s, eh? We'll just do +1 and see how that works. And so until they drop in these myth addicts into the chat that I'm in, we'll just be chilling around building this thing here in this video game. Also, I'll be hopping up and down and doing chores around my studio here, waiting for them to arrive. So, first of all, everyone, thanks for showing up and chilling. And if you want to talk about anything, we can. But let's hopefully, fingers crossed, that the Christians want to, or any myth addicts. Again, I keep saying Christians like they're the only myth addicts around, and I don't want to pick on them. They're not the only myth addicts. We had a long conversation with a Muslim the other day, claiming that his God was not racist. So, I'd like to talk to those people as well, the people who believe that, I made subreddits for Pine Creek and T-Jump yesterday. Oh, nice. Nice! Yeah, T-Jump as well, I've been watching. He was talking. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I like the way that he is sort of no nonsense, and I like how far along he is in these philosophical conversations. Though I hope that I don't have to get like that deep into any of these conversations. Hopefully the myths can be identified before we're talking about all these very, very heavy things that T-Jump talks about. Yeah. So we'll BT Dubs, your Discord invite link has expired. Yes.
Oh, thank
you. I have my little tiny Discord here that I've invited a couple people to, but I'm not like sitting in it today because of how I don't want to like get the link to all of these mythetics. So I just go a place where they're hanging out. So I'm chilling in this other one. It's the politics and religion server that Darth Dawkins was hanging out in. For the summer or maybe for the fall of last year. He quit though, which is really nice. So this thing is sort of like a post-Darth area, and I'm digging it. So hopefully he doesn't come back and turn it into a cult of personality like it was before. It's sort of like reeling though from that still, I think. So we'll chill here. Hopefully someone will pop in. Oh yeah, we've got Jeff R here. Hello there, Jeff. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good, I think. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have a question for a Pastafarian?
I did. I had a question.
Excellent.
I was going to ask you, are you a Pastafarian?
I am a Pastafarian.
Do you know that you're a Pastafarian?
I do.
Could you be deceived about being a Pastafarian?
I suppose it's possible, but I can't really imagine a way that it's true. Like, I would have to change a lot about, sort of these things that I believe about the world. I'd have to be deceived about a lot of things to have been deceived about a Pastafarian. Or being a Pastafarian, rather.
I think if you were deceived about being a Pastafarian, yeah, I don't know what the practical effect of that would be.
To be a Pastafarian, one must only want to be a Pastafarian. That is the baptismal requirement, as it were, the joining requirement. So every time I want to be a Pastafarian, that sort of causes it to be true. So I would have to believe that I wanted to be in the past, but actually I never wanted to be, this kind of thing. So it's very complicated to be deceived about it. Chances are very low that I'm wrong about being a Pastafarian.
Ramen. I think that's what I said.
Yeah, ramen. Yeah, absolutely.
Ramen.
Yeah, you can say it however they say it locally, or not. You don't have to submit to local norms for me either.
Sure, right. There's no. Well, I mean, that's not a part of Pastafarian dogma.
Right. In fact, our only dogma is that there is no dogma.
There. Oh, that's neat. I like that.
Oh, thank you. I did not come up with that, though. I also think it's pretty neat.
Yes.
I've recently received warnings for harassing people, so do let me know if I'm getting close to harassing you. On this channel here, I would not want to run afoul of that.
Yeah. I'm here voluntarily.
Excellent. I thought everybody would be in these very small rooms, but apparently last time I was on here, one of the moderators showed up and felt very harassed by me, even though he didn't want to leave the channel.
Wow, what a snowflake.
I agree. But I'll talk to snowflakes as well. Though not this one. He was very, very aggressive, so I've asked him to leave me alone for all times. And so I hope he does do that.
Did you mention throughout the universe?
All time throughout the universe?
Yeah, like he should leave you alone for all time.
I told him that I expect no further communication from him except for this certain condition. So, you know, I'm yeah, in the future. So hopefully it goes forward.
Yeah, it's nice when things go our way. Let me ask you. Do Pastafarians have an idol?
It depends. It depends what you mean by idol. A point of worship or a focus of worship. Many do. There's not one really prescribed. We don't need to worship the idea of flying spaghetti monster or anything like that. I personally, because I talk... Yeah?
I didn't know if there was a great noodle in the sky or something.
Well, there is the flying spaghetti monster, but that's usually just an idea that we use to communicate to people who believe things that are ridiculous. As far as like something to actually believe in, something to worship, I talk to a lot of Christians in the street. I'm a street preacher. I talk to them in the street, and they often say that everybody worships something, and so you really have to pick what it is. And for conversations like that, I like to state that I worship truth, and so as far as like something that I idolize, I think the closest thing would be truth. The second thing that I attempt to worship is conversation. So if I personally idolize anything, I hope that it is truth and conversation.
Yeah, I like truth also.
Me too. It seems to be a very effective way of getting what I want, is by understanding what is true.
That's right. Truth is neat as well. Could you imagine if you couldn't know the truth? That would be terrible.
You would know anything.
Yes, it would be difficult to move forward without sort of some idea of or some hope of what is real and actual. Yes.
Yes. Does Pastafarianism prescribe or give you any? Is it like is there some kind of prescriptive understanding of some truths, or is it like unsure? Well, I see you're an agnostic according to your tags.
Yes, it is true that I must confess that the flying spaghetti monster might be the creator of all things. If some creature shows up and says, I am the flying spaghetti monster, the creator of all things, it might be true and I might be fooled. Like, the agnostic comes from the idea that I don't have a defeater for the Cartesian demon, that we've got to sort of like confess that this is what I believe, provided that I'm not being completely fooled by some power out of my understanding.
Yes. Fantastic. Well, I don't have any more questions. So
excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate your visit here. It was good to see you. Jeff, thanks for coming by.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You as well. I think that worked really well. Look at that. We had a conversation without harassing somebody. We did it. proved ourselves. Good faith part of this conversation. I'm very, very proud of us as Pastafarians. See, I only pick fights because I want to, not because I have to, like some people believe. Especially some people who think that I am fooled by an evil, evil power that their god has created to fool me. So, yeah. That's super good. I kind of am worried that we should quit while we're ahead, but I've got a whole nother hour and a half. So, we'll chill here, wait for somebody else to pop in. While we're waiting, I'm gonna grab something over there. Ian Wood asks, do you have a chair that can compete with T-Jumps? I don't. I don't have a chair. My chair here is like $5 from a second-hand store, although it's pretty comfortable on my bum, but it doesn't envelop me in the in my whole being like the clamshell that T-Jump is in. I don't know if his bounteous throne can be competed with. I would be foolish to try, I think. But secondly, you know, I'm pretty sure that he is over how defining that chair is for his brand and channel. So I'm sort of glad that I'm not known for my chair quite yet. Hopefully I get to pick the thing that I'm sort of identified with. You know, if it's just like a big old chair, hopefully it's my my strange desire to preach in the streets. Like, hopefully people just think of me as a crazy street preacher. Oh, hello there.
Oh, wow, you're loud.
Oh, sorry. Let me turn my mic here, turn the gain down a little bit. Oh, maybe something like this.
Hey, Short.
Yeah, what's up, Luigi? Yeah, it's better.
What's up, bro? Short is my boy. He's my friend.
Nice.
Nice, Luigi. Oh, so what's new?
With me?
Both of you, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, no, we're just. I'm just chilling, man.
I'm kicking it, trying to sell some of my merch. Do you guys like T-shirts or mugs?
Yeah, so
Are you
Ooh.
Say again, am I what?
Are you German?
No, I'm an American.
Oh, okay, I thought you had a bit of a German accent.
No, my apologies. I did not do that intentionally.
Oh, okay, no, that's no problem, no problem.
Are you German? Where in Germany are you from?
No, I'm not German. I'm not. No. I used to live in Texas.
Oh, what part?
I used to live in Houston. Used to go down to Galveston.
Nice, yeah.
Parts of the South. I've been to Charleston, North Carolina.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I worked in Texas for a while in the late '90s and some of the oil fields there.
You worked in near Waco.
I did a little bit in Galveston, but a lot of it was like in West Texas out there in Midlands, Odessa area.
No kidding. No kidding.
Yeah. But like the businesses were run from over there in Houston and Dallas areas, and like so I've been to Galveston a bit.
Yeah.
Got down as far south as Brownsville area.
Yeah, most of the fancy pants live over there in Houston.
Yeah.
Most of the wigs, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you, Ford, how you been? How you been, brother?
Oh, well, in terms of the matter of United States, I cannot say much.
Oh wait, Ford, I hope I didn't sort of annoy you too much from a previous conversation. You know, it wasn't my intent. I was just, trying to make. I have a feeling you were maybe weighed down by that.
I don't understand. Well, I'm doing great.
What?
I'm doing great, I said.
That's
I
good.
like your accent as well.
Huh?
I like your accent, I said. Your accent a little bit changed.
My accent changed. In what way?
You're talking a Boston accent now, all of a sudden. Before you were talking in a more, I don't know, southern accent.
Yeah, I can do accents.
Maybe I speak a little bit Russian accent. Too.
Yes. Russian.
Yeah.
I can do more English dialects. I can't do sort of like foreign dialects. if I'm in the right context, I could do like a British accent, Australian accent, Scottish accent,
Nice.
Irish accent.
I wanted to ask about Pastafarianism because I made this stupid theory about Pastafarianism.
Do tell me the thing.
What is a Pastafarian? Is that like a you guys smoke weed all the time?
You don't have to smoke weed, but I do.
What's your rule with it? Isn't God like a sort of like a weed god or something like Bob Marley?
That's Rastafarian. And so our name Pastafarian comes from a sort of a joke on that word because we use the we talk about the flying spaghetti monster a lot to illustrate a lot of our points, and so people have called us Pastafarians in sort of in mocking. But that's all right. We take the name and run with it, just like the Mormons did.
Yeah. Sorry, so I have to get going. I have a phone call. Right back.
Look, okay, let me tell you the theory. I thought of this, that, you know the song, Lose Yourself by Eminem?
I do know that song.
Yeah. This is one particular lyric, specifically Mom Spaghetti, that he says it in a fairly weird way. You kind of remember it throughout the whole song afterwards. And we all know that, Eminem is the rap god, as you can say. Maybe the rap god has to do something with the creation of the spaghetti monster, maybe.
I do think that Eminem was quite prescient in his reference there to Mom Spaghetti being like this thing that sustains us, and he brings it up to illustrate how uncomfortable he is, how out of his comfort zone he is going into these rap battles that he loves to do, and how he's so ill that he's vomiting up Mom's spaghetti on his sweater or whatever. But I mean, it's I don't know if I would call him the rap god. I think he's very good. I think he's like derivative of the whole sort of culture. I think he's very good. But I mean, there's no one better than Snoop and Dre.
I can read you some lyrics. Recently, this year, he released a song with Dr. Dre called Gospel. One of the lyrics, it reads here, do mine has some profanity. It says, you cunts must be out of your labias, and God's my alias, so if I don't have faith in me, then it basically makes me an atheist. So it clearly says here that he's God, in a sense.
That is true. That is true. I like him a lot. I like what he's doing. And I see the argument that he's making there. I'm not sure what I would classify that as far as like what that makes him religiously. But I do like saying that if you don't believe in yourself, pretty much makes you an atheist. That is that I like that as sort of like a way to believe in yourself.
I could also remind you of one of the most popular songs he made, which is Without Me. So it basically indicates, without me, the world will be empty. Like it will be emptied. There will be nothing. So in a sense, without God, if God was the one who created this universe, right? Without God, there would be no universe. So in a sense, he keeps implying that possibly Eminem is God himself.
The one true creator. I think you're reading that right. I think he is saying that. I wonder if he believes that that others are not, that it's true for him and not others. I think that if he were the one true perfect creator, I think his songs would be maybe a little bit better.
I mean, he said it that too with the real Slim Shady song. He said, "You can all pretend to be like me, but at the end, the real Slim Shady is only me. So no one can stand up to me in the sense, no one can reach my perfection.
Wow, that is true. I think that he does believe these things that you're outlining here. I think he's wrong though. I don't think that he's the creator any more than we all are. I think he's a creator. I think he's feeling that feeling of creation and getting like very very running with that as far as he can. I think he's incorrect thinking that he is the one and only creator of all reality. I think the evidence he's using is pretty weak.
I have one last thing to convince you then.
Yes, please.
It is simply a picture of something you might find interesting. So recently, Eminem opened a restaurant. And guess what kind of restaurant?
I think I saw that. It was Mom's Spaghetti Restaurant, is that correct?
Yes, I sent you. Yeah, it is his mom's spaghetti restaurant.
Yeah.
Isn't that as a Pastafarian? What do you think of this?
Yes, no, he definitely is Pastafarian adjacent. I would love to talk to him about his sort of genuine feelings about these ideas. It would be very interesting. He does bring up pasta quite a bit, but again, maybe like T-Jumps. But like maybe just like his fans have latched onto that more than you would want to. That idea of spaghetti. But I would like to talk to him about it, about his version of or his perception of the one true creator and our relationship to that creator, each of our relationships.
Maybe there's some correlation in the universe of the spaghetti monster. Maybe Eminem has some sort of plane.
Well, he is a great American prophet. The Old Testament is full of poetry, but they never use the word poet. They use the word prophet instead, and so it is true to say that Eminem is a great American prophet in the same way that David was a prophet of Israel. And I think he's very good. I think the things that he is saying do a number of things, including cause the listener to think about what they believe and why.
I think as a Pastafarian, you should definitely look at it.
I will. I'll try to get in touch with him to interview him. I'll send you a link if I ever do.
Yes.
If I'm able to
Yes,
track
please
him
do.
down.
Please do. As of me, I would say my religion would be Satanism.
Do you believe that Satan exists?
I believe Satan is some sort of force, but I don't believe in the Satan as found in the Old Testament.
Do you believe that this idea, the satanic force, is co-eternal with like the creative force?
No, I think the character Satan could be found in multiple religions, right? And it could be interpreted in many different ways. I would say that force that I identify with mostly, and I interpret when I call Satan, is mostly a force of liberty, independence, and free thought.
Well, I do like those ideas a lot. And here in America, the Church of Satan or the Satanic Temple are doing a lot of good work with their statue of Baphomet that they are schlepping around and sort of highlighting the problems with the way that the First Amendment is being interpreted at the moment. I like what they're doing with their statue. Yeah.
That's great. We're on the same page.
We we in Denver here, we have a public park right in front of our state capitol that has a Ten Commandments monument in it that's been there since the 60s, I believe. I've been trying to get sort of local attention to it as a point of discontent, but it just sort of sits there. So I really do hope that the Temple of Satan comes to Colorado to help with our fight against First Amendment abuses.
Well, yeah, definitely. Have you heard of the abortion ritual in Texas?
I've not heard of that. Though it must be pretty new for a response to the. I assume that it's a response to this abortion ban that's going on in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, do tell.
Yeah, according to us, you can freely do and perform an abortion freely in Texas, as long as you do it as a ritual done by the Satanic Temple.
Oh, I see. So that it is part of your religious observance, if you claim to be satanic in belief.
Yes.
No, I think that's very. I think that is. I think that's a very good part of the American discourse, is that we are this idea that there are all of these religious exemptions, and if you just wear the badge of a person who believes the thing, then you get to do the thing. I'm very interested in sort of praying, for example, in a state capitol. There's just so many of these prayers by Christians. I'd really love to have more Satanists and Pastafarians, and specifically atheists as well. I'd love some atheist prayers in some of these areas. And yeah, like it seems like sort of the lightly satirical way that the Pastafarians are doing it are designed to hurt the least amount of feelings, like to be less, like to bring a truth without being aggressive about it, kind of idea. I don't know how to move forward with how upsetting it is to hear Christian prayers in public meetings without doing it back. Like, I'm not really sure that we can communicate to believers in what we can clearly believe to be myth, what we have good evidence for believing is not real. Like, and what I mean is, me as a Pastafarian, that's literally what I believe. I'm not like pretending that I believe that Christianity is based on myth, and then seeing prayers based on that myth is really upsetting. And I don't know if I have a way of communicating that to the believers that isn't going to hurt their feelings. And so I think satire is the safest and kindest way of broaching this subject to the believers, but they seem to disagree.
I would say it has to do with that distrust they have of people not within their specific religion. And I think that distrust comes from the fear of hell.
Yes, their distrust is inherent to their belief and not to the criticism. Their system is a system that cannot receive any criticism because of how divine it is, and so it is hard to be a well-meaning critic of these all or nothing beliefs. It is. And so I like to go out on the street and have conversations with people who definitely believe these things, and find the ways that we can bring this conversation from this sort of like angry stalemate that America seems to believe it's in, that there are two sides and they can't communicate. And I think that the answer is the sides can communicate, they just sort of don't want to do the work involved. So yeah, I think I like to go out on the street and talk to people and be very emotional about these subjects, because that's what as a believer in what I believe in, as a believer in the reality that I have been convinced of, I believe it just as fervently. I believe what I believe as fervently as a Christian believes what they believe, and we both believe we're right and wrong. And like, how can two minds in that position come together with that inherent distrust? I think the answer is, with a long conversation and with patience and with a little, emotion and hurt feelings and just sort of moving through that.
Well, that's a start. And I wish hope and luck with your endeavors.
You as well. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate your conversation here.
Yeah, you too. It was nice talking to you.
You too, Susan. We did it, Pastafarians. We did it. 2 conversations in a row without anyone accusing of us having harassed them. Let me turn this up or down. I'm not even sure. This I've got the blue Yeti. When I turn it, it goes like this, like that, because of various reasons. Circles. I don't know. Something about what is it? Where you maintain how much motion there is? I can't remember. I've forgotten my not even Euclidean physics, but Newtonian physics. There we go. Sort of like had that all on a shelf over here. I wasn't even using those ideas. Conservation, there we go. Conservation of rotation, I think, is one of the reasons that the thing does that. But also, the other thing I was talking about is this gain switch here. It goes from here, this is the lowest gain, and then it goes all the way here, this is the highest. And I think there's sort of like really only 2 states, too loud and too quiet. And finding like that line right between the 2 of them is quite difficult. But we'll do this because we don't want to be blasting people's ears when they come in. I do want a comfortable level of a microphone while we're talking to people. Dude, I really feel like we're pushing our luck if we chill here in this channel for too long. I sort of am walking on eggshells to be... Oh, shit, and it's definitely snowing outside. The snow has started. This is why I went out yesterday to preach instead of today, because after I do all my chores today, it's going to be too snowy to do anything. But I might be on later to do like a Pastafarian worship service to worship, as I say, truth and communication, and maybe love. Maybe we'll worship a little bit of love, though. Again, it's pretty untrustworthy in my opinion. I didn't do much on our game here, but yeah, this poor world is trying to get built up into the industrial mega complex that it wants to be, and I just keep avoiding it. It's been 11 hours. It's been 11 hours since we started this world, but we haven't. This is not 11 hours worth of progress that we've made. We do spend a lot of time listening to people. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna take that as 2 positive interactions, and I'm going to not push my luck, get banned. We've got, as I say, we've got this thing coming up tomorrow, so do check that out. And then again in 2 weeks we'll be going to this trans day at the library to talk to a lot of street preachers go to that, so hopefully we'll be able to meet all the local street preachers and maybe some non-local street preachers. Wouldn't that be crazy if people came to town for that? Thank you everybody for dropping by. Do again put the comments in the chat if you're listening to old sermons of mine. If I make good points, just put the timestamp of something that you think is interesting or valuable in conversation. We're trying to timestamp these old videos, and we appreciate your efforts in helping us with that. Again, merchandise, we have it. You can buy it. Let me know what kind of things you like. I'll draw, the flying spaghetti monster on anything you want. So if you like, give me socks with the flying spaghetti monster on, I can do such a thing for you. Let me know. Have a really good Friday, Pastafarians. Happy Friday to you. We will see you maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Depends how